Okay, I can start now. So before I begin, while I go through the slides or the webinar, I want us to ponder through the questions that has been laid there before us, and then listen through while you listen to, and then seek through the answers to these questions that have been laid there before you. So I'll be laying down some context overview before I begin, and this will form the foundation for which the presentation or the webinar will be sitting on. So then, considering the host of issues that the world is dealing with in terms of global climate change, economical uncertainties, racial injustice, food insecurities, record numbers of refugees and environmental natural disasters, and COVID inclusive, which has affected the way we work, physical mission delivery to how beneficiaries could attain services. The numbers of vulnerable communities and persons have also skyrocketed with an increase in demand for both aid and relief, which has greatly increased the pressure of both non-profit and humanitarian organizations in order to deliver while optimizing available funds for impact. Then again, there is the issue of the optimization of available funds that isn't much available to deliver mission goals, and a large scale of the expectations and demands by constituent bodies, fundraising decision makers, donors, and volunteers who are willing to donate, even only if a nonprofit can be able to show that they are using technology while providing them with personalized interactive experiences and feedback. Mostly in the past, expenses with Microsoft was dependent on how you came into Microsoft, leaving no room for nonprofits. It is to this very end that Microsoft created the Tech for Social Impact to empower every nonprofit and humanitarian organization in order to accelerate social good based on the sector's best practices. Microsoft then again realized the need to provide a workflow model in order to support societal changes and nonprofit organizations that serve to this very purpose. Tech for Social Impact combines her grants, which goes into our general ledger, all for nonprofit commercial engagement in a single theme in order to accelerate impact through technology, delivering solutions to empower social breakthroughs, and also help accelerate Microsoft's philanthropic efforts through her efforts and those of other partners. Tech for Social Impact not only provides technology grants, but it also provides and reinvests any profit made from discounted sales to larger charities back into the sector that helps smaller ones. It gives the free software to those with 10 or fewer employees, which makes up 80% of the world's 4 million nonprofit organizations. It helps nonprofit modify Microsoft software to meet their specific needs, such as fundraising and mobilizing volunteers in part by connecting them with willing helpers in the company's global partner ecosystem. And it also offers free digital skill training. And then I need us to also know that as of March 2021, over 30 million learners were reached as part of Microsoft's Global Skill Initiative. So Tech for Social Impact is committed to helping in the following ways. It provides you nonprofit with affordable technology solutions that helps nonprofit get access to best practices, reference architectures, and faster data insights. With capacity building, it also helps organizations gain access to trainings and certifications to improve their digital skills. With Microsoft Partner Ecosystem, Tech for Social Impact leverages tens of thousands of commercial partners to create a healthy ecosystem of partners dedicated to delivering solutions and services designed specifically for the nonprofit sector and partners. And then partners like Reliance Infosystems, which is us, are leveraged by Microsoft to deliver technology solutions that enable non-governmental organizations like yourself meet her goals. And then lastly, with the social investment model, you are able to acquire increments in funds after costs are covered, and then all this goes back into the teams and then charitable contributions. Goes into the teams and then charitable contributions. With Microsoft, you're able to you are made with Microsoft, you take grants are being made available to you at discounted rates. And then if you're asking yourself how you can be able to gain access to most of these grants that are being made available to you, just know that Microsoft is committed to making it easier for you to join her with several offers and resources that can make the cloud more affordable, accessible, and relevant to your missions, with donations and discounts exclusively for you. These donations include the $3,500 and a $3,500, which is being made available to you annually in donated Azure service credits that you can be able to apply to any of the available Azure cloud solutions and services. And then you have Azure trainings. With Azure trainings that can be able to help you develop, implement, and then architect Azure solutions for your nonprofit. And then a growing ecosystem of nonprofit focused partners who know the challenges that nonprofits face and focus specifically on providing relevant technologies and services to help your organization scale and drive greater impact around the world. These services include migration assessment to help you determine which workloads can be moved to the cloud and the potential cost savings of these moves. The goal with all of these offers is to ensure that you have the resources you need to continue your good work cost effectively and efficiently as possible. We at Reliance want to also help you do more with the resources you have to work with. This is why I want to encourage us all to please contact us if you have any questions you may have about any of your if you have any questions you may have about how your organizations can be able to take advantage of these benefits in terms of the Azure services that are being made available to you. Microsoft offers are being categorized into four. We have the modern workplace, we have the business application and the low-code platform, we have the Azure, and then we have the Microsoft Cloud for non-profit. First, in terms of the modern workplace offers, in terms of the modern workplace offers, which provides you with productivity solutions and the latest Windows operating system, which is a Windows 11 Professional, Professional. Again, I would like to stress, I would like to amplify, I would like to buttress or lay emphasis on the fact that it comes with grants to a maximum of 10 seats. Microsoft 365 Business Premium, which comes with your email services, and some applications that help you drive productivity. As a non-governmental organization, you are qualified for a grant of up to 10 licenses or 10 seats. And for organizations that would like to have more licenses beyond 10, they would have to spend at a rate of $5 per user per month, which is heavily discounted when you come to compare with what private organizations have to pay for in terms of the same services. But then again, about the Windows 11 Professional, which is the latest operating system of Windows, you are entitled to a grant of 50 licenses, 51, which is you are entitled to a grant of 50 licenses, 51 to license upward, and you can also get a heavy discount of 75% off. And then when you look at the business applications and your local platform, if you want to be able to analyze and visualize your data and create dashboards, maybe for your impact, you can subscribe to use the BI Pro at a heavily discounted amount of just $3 per user per month. In terms of your business applications and your local platforms, you can take advantage of the low code, which is easier to use when and if you want to be able to build or design applications with a simple drag and drop experience like you have in PowerPoint and Excel with little to no code, thereby empowering your organizations in doing away with manual processes via automated custom built applications. There are some solutions or applications for some of the routine tasks that you carry out at an organizational level, and you would like to automate these tasks. And then getting the grant again of up to 10 licenses of Power Apps at 10 licenses with 11 plus seats at $2.50 per app per user per month. In terms of the Dynamics 365 sales, as a nonprofit organization, you want to be able to manage information around your vendors, your volunteers, and your interactions with each of these individuals or even stakeholders. You want to be able to monitor and manage the opportunities that arise from all of them. In this case, you can be able to take leverage of the Dynamics 365 Sales Enterprise and get a grant of 5 licenses. And then for donations, you want to extend the reach to a large segment of the environment in which you operate. You want to be able to create a journey for all of your stakeholders so that they are up to date with information. So as a nonprofit, per month of these licenses, you pay $375. Now, somebody may be thinking it's much, but when you consider the commercial price at $1,500, which is a 75% discount in grants, you realize then that it is cheaply available for the take. When you look at Azure Cloud Services, cloud services are transforming organizations today, helping them to grow at scale, providing security and helping them to innovate. And because Microsoft wants you, not you non-profit organizations, to be able to achieve more, she's providing a grant of $3,500 for Azure services. We at Reliance, we are willing to help you harness the benefits of the cloud by helping you tap into these free credits from Microsoft. So Microsoft needs to also validate that the organizations to which they are extending these discounted offers and grants to are non-for-profit. So for that very reason, Microsoft has created a portal where non-for-profits around the world register their interest in the office, and Microsoft gets to validate that you qualify for the grant, and every discounted technologies that is being made available to you. I'll be posting the link to the site, and I'm encouraging us all during the session, visit that site and also get to register. If you need guidance from us in getting you started, we can do so after the session. In addition, you can also reach out to us via engage at Reliance Systems. So over here in the chat menu, you can be able to access the link in order to validate, and then you can be able to check into us using the engage at Reliance.systems if at all you want us to provide you guidance or you need any feedback. So in terms of the modern workplace, in enabling and then empowering non-governmental organizations or non-for-profit organizations to stay productive, Microsoft is providing Microsoft 365, which is a cloud platform that enables you to stay productive and shows that you're able to collaborate effectively with your employees and stakeholders. It provides you with applications such as the Microsoft Teams that enables you to chat, to meet, and then to host meetings and even webinars like we are also doing currently. It also allows you to share documents collaboratively. You have various applications like the SharePoint, the OneDrive, and various Office applications like the Microsoft Word, Excel, and then PowerPoint, all embedded within the Microsoft 365 to head your collaboration. It will also be able to support you stay organized. It will also be able to support you stay organized through the calendaring services and connect with stakeholders using the email facility. And I'm sure that some of us on this call, we probably make use of the Gmail, the Yahoo, and likes. The value that Microsoft brings to you is cloud native security that is not inherent in any of the open email services today. So you may want to leverage Microsoft 365 because it also helps you secure your organization's data with the built-in security features that come with it. So you have in there entities defenses against cyber threats, and you're able to ensure that all of your services from wherever you access your organization's data are secure, whether on your mobile devices or also on your laptop. So again, when we look at the Microsoft Teams sits on four very good pillars, which are the meet, the chat, the call, and then to collaborate. To meet means that you can meet with or you can host the meetings, whether hybrid meetings, which is a mix of online and then physical meetings, and they are able to connect virtually for and then host events. So host events, that is virtual events or webinars, whether within or outside the organizations. That's the meet part of it. And then to chat means that you can enjoy persistent chatting, meaning that you can chat, you can create the same experience within your organizations as you have today on WhatsApp, where you have personalized interactive experiences. Microsoft Teams provides you with a platform where you can prepare your documents, meaning 2 to 3, 4 persons can be able to prepare these documents. It could be a proposal that you have, and they can try to make modifications, corrections on, and then review the same document in real time. You can even share your screen with others who are in an audience like we currently are doing in using these Microsoft Teams right now, so they can be able to see what you're working on, and you can be able to make presentations to them, and they can also enjoy the core functionalities of Microsoft Teams. Again, with Teams, you can call one another within your organizations. You can also, even with some added services, which you can also, even with some added services, call Microsoft, call mobile lines, and even make international calls, which are all possible with the Microsoft Teams. So with this, Microsoft is empowering organizations to stay connected, to be able to become more productive, to be able to kind of like take advantage of the modern workspace of the hybrid work environment, which is the new global norm currently. So when we look at the modern workplace, we have the identity and security, we have the device security, we have the application security, and then we have document security. So in the Microsoft 365 security, you are empowered to provide 4 layers of security: identity, device, applications, and then document security. And with the identity security embedded in this solution, you are able to ensure that at every point in time, you're able to identify that the right users have access to the right resources within your organization. And this is made possible through functionalities like the multi-factor authenticator. Like some of us will know it as MFA, which ensures that perhaps the token is sent to a phone number, or you have to enter some kind of code. And even when your password is compromised, the other layers of authentication ensures that you can validate and then authenticate yourself as a right user to your resources in terms of device security. So in terms of the device security, I mean, most of us in our various organizations access our data using mobile phones, laptops, or tablets. With the device security embedded, Microsoft shows that you are secure. Your data is secured across all of these devices, and if any of your devices get stolen, the security services ensures that you are able to do a remote wipe of your data, and this ensures that your data is not accessible to unauthorized persons, users, parties who may have stolen your devices. You also leverage encryption where you need this enabled in any of your resources. In terms of the application security, we all run various applications in our organizations, applications like email, communication application, and even line of business application. We may want to prevent them from ransomware attacks, while we also want to be able to ensure that our data is protected. Microsoft also provides you that level of security. And then finally, in terms of the document, you want to be able to ensure access to sensitive documents is restricted. You want to be able to classify documents as confidential, and all of those as well are enabled. So using Microsoft 365, you will agree that basic solutions like other email services out there like Yahoo do not provide you this level of security and protection. And hence the reason why Microsoft is empowering you non-profit organizations to stay productive and ensure that your organization's resources are all well secured. So because COVID has affected the manner and way in which we work, the modern workplace has need to evolve with the current demands that the world has placed on us. So in finding new ways of working and then delivering of services with the right digital tools, your staffs and then your volunteers can be able to stay connected, encouraging and then inspiring one another while staying engaged, and then also increasing upon in terms of productivity and then collaboration. By working with Microsoft solutions like the M365 and then the Microsoft Teams, you allow for greater flexibility and then collaboration between and then within staffs, like you can see here between the program officer, the first line staff, and then the program participant. You also allow for freedom and then engagement between your staffs in order to reduce people's burden while improving upon productivity with a balanced work to personal lifestyle. So your staffs can be able to work from anywhere behind their screens on complex projects with their devices well protected with using the Microsoft, taking advantage of the Microsoft security and then the modern manageability. So when we think of Azure, when we hear Azure, a lot of us think of AWS because Azure is one of the two leading cloud solutions out there alongside AWS. So non-for-profits are facing more security risks than ever before, as seen by the impact of the recent Nobelium attacks on the United States aid, that is the US aid. So non-for-profits collect and then store a vast array of data around their constituents, from employees and volunteers to beneficiaries and then to donors. Much of this is sensitive information, contact details, health information, credit card and billing details, social security numbers, and then other government IDs. This data must be well secured, and to maintain the integrity of non-for-profit operations, and also the trust and the confidence that communities that they work with. Because as we know, the non-for-profit sector runs on trust. So in terms of the application innovation, we all know that websites can be built or designed on Azure, and the value that The value that this offers you is that you gain more protection that you will have in any of the other hosting platforms like GoDaddy and the rest of them. And you are also able to, if your organization has an in-house developer, you're also able to go further if your organization has an in-house developer. So Microsoft Azure also supports your email development with Visual Studio and GitHub, which is an open source platform for developers. You can also be empowered to develop low-code applications to meet the demands of your business at a faster pace and scale and leverage local platforms like POP. So when we think about, when we look at the Microsoft Azure migration, Microsoft also offers for non-for-profits a grant of I would like to reemphasize that Microsoft also offers non-for-profit a grant of $3,500, and to ensure that you can be able to transform what you do by leveraging the cloud. So, like I mentioned earlier, there's an annual donation of $3,500 of Azure services that is being made available to you, which can be able to use to transform what you currently have in your IT infrastructures. So now, when we take this offer, you can also get expert guidance from partners like us, who are also here to provide you with the needed guidance through your cloud transformation journey. That we will also bring help to you for you to be able to plan your migration, and you can also be able to easily transition from on-premises down to the cloud. And by staying on premises, by not staying on premises and then moving to the cloud, you reduce or you increase your carbon footprint. Recall that one of the goals of non-for-profit organization or non-governmental organization is to ensure the achievement of the sustainability goals globally, and this requires that you reduce your carbon emission. So to support this effort, moving or transforming your businesses by migrating your on-premises application solutions to the cloud and ensuring that you're able to meet those sustainability goals, it is important to also note that you need not move all of your data or resources on premises to the cloud all at once. There can be a plan in moving it gradually before moving everything completely to the cloud, where you can either have a backup or you can either have everything residing in the cloud. So Microsoft Azure also offers you the flexibility of hybrid integration of your premises assets with what you have in the cloud. It is also important that migrating to the cloud also ensures that you avoid disruptions that are associated with server downtimes. If you really want to understand server downtimes, you know the frustrations that are being attached with your banking system. Let's say, for instance, you're trying to do transfers during the weekends, and you know how frustrating it can be when, let's say, you're trying to do transfers and it's not able to go through. So downtimes like that are being hindered when you move down to the cloud. So when you have your servers on premises and you experience downtime, whether due to, let's say, power failure, Azure helps you mitigate any form of disruptions. So your business stays resilient and you are able to recover faster in the sense of, let's say, any event of any disaster, be it, let's say, fire outbreak, be it cyber attacks, be it any form of natural disasters. Fortunate for us, we don't really experience such natural disasters down here in Nigeria. So when we think of another service we can think of is the data and then the analytics. Synapse is a Microsoft Azure Analytics data warehouse. Today, we know that every organization, even non-for-profits, generate a lot of data around your employees, data around your mission impact, data around your volunteer management, and you must have a robust data warehouse platform that can be able to make sense of all of this. It is also important to know that every data source also needs analytics for it to be able to make sense of the data that you have gathered in your warehouse, for you to be able to kind of like make, let's say, informed, actionable decisions, and then for you to be able to draw actionable insights from your data. All of this is well supported when you leverage the power of Microsoft Azure. Because of that, you need to make sense of this data. Hence, this Azure services, which is the data and then analytics, in terms of the Synapse is being made available to you. So in terms of the modernized security, you're able to optimize costs and migrate with confidence. You're able to stay secure and resilient across hybrid environments because you are backed by 3,500 cybersecurity professionals. You can also be able to use the inbuilt resiliency in order for you to avoid any costly interruptions. When we talk about any costly interruption can be in the form of data, interruptions can be in the form of finance. For me to just kind of like blow your mind, let's take for instance an establishment like Tesla, or let's say Microsoft. Let's say for every second or for every hour you make, let's say, $1,000, and then you experience let's say a downtime of, let's say, a week. Multiply $1,000 by 24 hours and then multiply it by 24. You're able to kind of like see how much financial loss you're able to you incur. And we understand that with non-profit organization, finance is of primary importance for you to be able to meet up with your mission goals and then mission deliveries. So just before I hand over to the next speaker, I would like to make some conclusions. I would like to state that currently, non-for-profits are finding that technology can be able to help them create new ways to be able to serve beneficiaries, approach supporters, and then empower their staffs to drive greater impact with fewer resources. It is also helping to expand their capabilities with deeper analysis of constituent and then fundraising data, more effective direction of outreach resources and then volunteers, and then more timely information delivery. As a result, non-for-profits can be able to build strong and then resilient relationship with funders, volunteers, and constituents to be able to squeeze higher value out of every dollar and out of every penny and every hour that they have to give. So Microsoft Azure offers hundreds of cloud services that address those and then many other needs or problems that affect non-for-profits. And it is easier than you might think to take advantage of these new technologies without disrupting your organization's daily operations. So just before I hand over to the next speaker, I would like to...
Thank you, Emmanuel. My name is Okararo, and then I'll be taking us through the business applications bit of this webinar. So business applications, what are business applications? Business applications specifically speak to Dynamics 365 set of applications. Dynamics 365 speaking to your CRM and your ERP. CRM in this case stands for your constituent relationship management, while your ERP stands for your enterprise resource planning. There are a couple of benefits that you could get out of business applications or your Dynamics group of applications, right? When it comes to your CRM, you're talking about or your ERP, your Dynamics application, you're talking about a set of applications that are connected together, which can help to transform your day-to-day activities as an NGO. You're going to it combines the capabilities of both the ERP and the CRM in order for you to get the best and for your staffs to be able to, as an NGO, to be able to serve the communities and your beneficiaries better. Well, I also like us to know that these ERP and CRM systems are integrated with your organization's data and helps aid your daily processes as an organization. Dynamics group of applications or business applications is built on the Microsoft Azure platform, and it is seamlessly integrated with your Microsoft 365 productivity applications, such as your Teams, your Office apps, and the likes. So what are the gains or the benefits or advantages that you can get when using these Dynamics 365 business applications? A couple of them speaks to you're able to lead your personalized interactions with your donors and your volunteers. You are able to enhance your staff's productivity using Microsoft productivity tools like your Office 365, your Outlook, your Excel, and your Power BI. You are able to equip your donors with the right tools in order for them to be able to connect with beneficiaries and provide the services and information and that these beneficiaries require on a daily basis. You're able to deliver actionable insights, and these are some of the benefits you can get making use of these business applications. So like I said earlier, Microsoft Business Application speaks to your CRM and your ERP, which is what we have currently on our screen here. So we're able to go beyond and involve beyond the traditional way of ERP and CRM systems, because Microsoft are giving us a couple of applications that are purpose-built to cater for your organization needs. Speaking to the fact that these solutions are able to seamlessly connect together all across your departments to get the best out of your daily activities as an NGO. From those focused on the customer engagement weeks, which speaks to your sales, your customer service, and your marketing. Those who cater to your online stores and your physical stores, and those who cater for your connected services across your organization, speaking to things like your finance and accounting, your HR, your supply chains, and the like. And with its wealth of data, Dynamics leverages the intelligence capabilities and gives you insights on how your NGO's operations are going on a daily basis. So Microsoft Power Platform. So the Microsoft Power Platform is so the group of business applications are built on top of the Microsoft Power Platform, and the Microsoft Power Platform comprises of you having the capabilities to build no-code and low-code applications where you do not even need you don't need to be a programmer or need to know how to code in order for you to have the capability of building applications. You have the capabilities to be able to analyze data with the power provided to us by Power BI. We're able to visualize data, and you get to have a 360-degree view of how your organization is doing in terms of its transactions and its donors and how it's servicing its beneficiaries on a daily basis. We have what we call the Power Automate. Power Automate basically speaks to you having the capability to automate certain manual processes, right? Like sending out email notifications, or at the click of a button, certain action takes place in order for to enable smooth transition in terms of your daily operations as an NGO. Then we have what we call the Power Virtual Agents. This is speaking to bots. For example, many of us have been to websites where we have chatbots speaking to us. So you go to the website and the chatbot responds to the fact that either you have asked a question or you have logged into the website, and the chatbot introduces itself, becomes the first point of interaction between you and the customer service agent before transferring you to that customer service agent so that your request or your complaints can be catered to. So these are some of the benefits we can get with Microsoft Business applications under the Microsoft Power Platform. So when it comes to your financials is speaking to the fact that every organization, including NGOs such as yourselves, require a platform that can help you to that can aid your bookkeeping, right? You require an application that can help you manage your daily transactions, that helps you generate invoices, that helps you plan your budget effectively, and other capabilities like that, because you are able to give them this group of applications, business application, gives you those capabilities, right? Thereby helping you to build trust with your donors and your constituents, because you're able to provide real-time correspondence on their donations or their transactions with your NGO on a over time, on a daily basis. You're able to provide intelligent predictive insights through dashboard visuals within these applications. So these are some of the benefits you can get out of it. You're able to monitor performances in real time. We also like us to know that this group of business applications are available on our mobile platforms, such as our tablets, our mobile phones, computers, our desktops, and the likes. And with the capabilities provided to us, like I said earlier, you have access to predictive insights where you're able to see how and be able to predict how your business is going to transcend from where it is at a current scale. So that brings me to the end of the business application bit of this webinar, and I'll be handing over to Lope from here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Oka and Emmanuel. So with this, we'll get to the question and answer segment where we'll be answering a couple of questions. Of course, some of them some of these questions might be what you might be thinking of asking away. So first off, in a situation where you are wondering, you have interest in Dynamics 365. So do you need to purchase all the apps on that Dynamics 365, or can you choose what is specific to your own organizations? I would like either Emmanuel or Oka to attend to that question.
You do not. Okay, I'll answer your question. You do not need to purchase all the applications. You only need to purchase applications that will cater to your needs as an NGO. Right. So, for example, if your NGO is going to be doing initiating marketing campaigns or email campaigns online to create awareness in terms of some of your nonprofit initiatives, the kind of applications you need will be like a Dynamics marketing application, as an example. Or if you need something that handles your customer interacting to customers in terms of handling of complaints or customer requests, you will need an application like the Dynamics 365 for customer service. So basically, you do not need all the Dynamics 365 application. You just need what would cater to your organization's needs at that time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Oka, for that. So the next question is, how do I take advantage of the nonprofit grant if I already purchased Microsoft Business Premium license? So we understand that some persons on this call are probably already onboarded on Microsoft's Business Premium. So how can you take advantage of the nonprofit grant?
So how do you take advantage of it if you already have a Microsoft Business Premium license? So if you have a Business Premium license, all you just simply need to do is to interact with a Microsoft partner who would be the best guide to put you through on how to go about taking advantage of the nonprofit grants, basically. So you would have access to more information from a Microsoft partner such as Reliance Infosystems. Thank you.
Okay, so the next question, I like Emmanuel to attend to it. And this relates with nonprofits who are currently on a different solution at the moment. So in case you want to, in a situation where you want to migrate to the Microsoft Cloud for nonprofit infrastructure, are there training courses available for nonprofits to better maximize all the opportunities on this platform? Emmanuel?
Yes, there are courses that are available to nonprofits. So I'll be providing the link where you can be able to visit Microsoft Learn to take advantage of these courses. So you can check the chat section. So I'll be dropping the link over there for you to take advantage of it.
And in addition to that, I just like to say that for a nonprofit that actually offers skills, digital skills acquisition focused projects, the Microsoft Cloud for Nonprofits also provides you with a platform where you can host your content. You can actually customize it to have your logo, your name. And as a nonprofit, you can provide a learning platform even for your beneficiaries. This also falls under the Microsoft Cloud for Nonprofits offer when you finally validate your nonprofit. So finally, the last question will be on fundraising and engagement, as it relates with LinkedIn Sales Navigator. So do I need to purchase this solution separately to take advantage of the integration? So we understand that different solution addresses fundraising and engagement. And then we have the LinkedIn Sales Navigator that stands alone. Do you need to pay separately for these solutions?
Yes. So the fundraising and engagement app basically is built on the Microsoft Dynamics for sales, right? In order for you to be able to integrate with the LinkedIn Sales Navigator, you need to purchase the LinkedIn Sales Navigator license separately, then to enable that integration to take place between both applications. That way, you will have the capability to be able to have insights into interactions between you and your contacts or your donors or beneficiaries on LinkedIn, basically. Thank you very much.
Okay, so with this, we've actually come to the end of the webinar. Thank you so much, everyone who joined us on this session. We hope you've been able to learn a few things and you're ready to actually transform your nonprofit missions and scale at large with these tools and technology. And of course, we expect you to engage with us afterwards. You can reach out to us at engage@relianceinfosystems.com. Should you have any questions, need clarity, or you're even at the validation point and you need a bit of help on how to go about it, we are right on ground to respond to you. So once again, thank you very much for your time. Do enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye, everyone.